Hey guys, System here, and this is All the Mods 9. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Go ahead, jump forward, get back into this maze pack. In between episodes, have not done much. Did do some crafting, I suppose. Other than that, really not too much at all. I set up this barrel. Everything we're going to need to go do a setup in the end. We're going to do a mob farm that's going to make it so we can actually farm up a lot of these resources here. So these are the resources from Apotheosis. You could actually use these to make your weapons really good, like this one here. This one's up to the epic level. My main goal is for the God Forged Pearls, which will make it so the top level, the mythic items, right? So I want to get to that. We do get to, I guess, Apotheosis anyway, because it's needed for the ATM star. So you have to kind of do this little jazz here. So this requires the enchanting setup. So I'll have to get to that as well. But before we do that, I actually just want to go ahead and do the fun stuff with the weapons, right? So let's go ahead and do that and kind of get it going. The only things I guess I really did really new here was made some mob crushers from Industrial Foregoing. It's going to be what kind of does all the farming in the farm. And we're going to go ahead and set that up right now. So let's go ahead and head over to the end. Grab our netherite shulker here. Kind of get it done, right? Also, this, oh yeah, I don't need that. That was for infusing my builder. So I'm pretty much done prepping up our mob farm here. I just have a little bit to wand off here. So I'm using the wand to kind of build this really quickly. I'll show you how I kind of had a guide exactly know how to build it exactly to the size I want to in a second here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now on the other side here, we're going to go ahead and do the last part of it. And this should be pretty much finished. And we go ahead and get into the mob farm right away. Is that lined up there? There you go. That one's lined up. And that's lined up there. It's going to be a 2-layer mob farm. And we'll be using the mob crushers, like I said. It's going to be Enderman, obviously. And it's going to be AFK, right? So it'll be kind of all the things that's going on. Probably won't have to use this thing for longer than an hour. Also, if you make a mistake with your wand, like this right here, just hit Control-Shift. You get that little green box there and just right-click. You do that up to 3 times because you notice you can do it again. And remember the last 3 things you did. After that, it doesn't remember anymore, so be careful with it. So anyway, the way I had the guide to kind of build this too was this here. Just went to these and I just turned on the work area, right? So I'm using 12 of these. So that's going to be the size we're going with. But it told me exactly where I need to build the blocks because everywhere they can kill mobs and actually, I guess, spawn mobs, it will be the same, right? So where they can kill and spawn will be the same thing. Also, these will be able to kill on 2 layers, right? So if you actually show the working area on this one again, down there, it'll kill them at their head level. So the Enderman's head level will be 3 blocks high. Now up here, this will be feet level. So it actually works out perfectly for 2 layers, I guess, of the mob farm, which is really nice. Also, another thing I had to do here, I didn't really show that at all, was I had to run a builder. So I had this builder here, and I ran it with a trash can on top of it, right? And the only reason I did that was to get rid of some annoying blocks. So I did a big one, too. It was like 256 cube here. Has these weird kind of annoying things that spawn in from break tech. Yeah, these here, these little indicator ores, I guess, that usually indicate there's a vein underneath from Greg Tech. And I had to get rid of all those because they were all in the area. I think the Enderman can actually teleport to them. So I wanted to minimize that in quite a big area. Anyway, I think we're pretty much ready to go ahead and build the mob farm here. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that either. The reason I'm actually using so many mob crushers as well is because the faster we can kill the Enderman, the more spawns we'll get. So I need to have a lot of them, and they're all upgraded too, right? So already fully upgraded here. But the faster we can kill them, the faster we'll get spawns, the faster we'll actually get drops, right? So that's going to be what's going on here. So anyway, I think we're good to go, and that's going to be how we set this up. I guess the last thing I should show you here is how I built the initial platform, right? So go to Control-J here. We're at Y level 15, so that's where we're at. The way I built the platform was I built one of these, I guess. I made a Angel Wand Core, combined that out with the Infinity Wand. That actually lets you do this. You go Control-Shift, right-click, go to Angel Core. Then if you have a block in your offhand here like this, just right-click, and it'll just place it there. So really, really simple. It just makes your life really easy trying to build in the void like this. So pretty cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and put the mob farm actually together, I guess. It's pretty much done already, to be honest. I just need to go ahead and get all this stuff out of here. Don't need this little platform here anymore. And I probably want that on me as well. So there you go. Let's go ahead and get this done. So I suppose the first thing we should do is go ahead and hook up power. So let's go ahead and grab that there. Let's go ahead and drop 2 of those off because I don't need that many. Probably should go ahead and throw down another mega torch too. So we can go ahead and break this one. There you go. Then we'll just put it underneath too. So we don't have to worry about mobs spawning on it. So just have it underneath here. Then we'll just give it some speed upgrades, the energy upgrades, a whole stack. And then we have the 2 distributor modules for the power here. Then we'll just need to go ahead and hook it up to power as well. So that's good there. It's getting all filled up. Each one of these can hook to, I guess, 8, targets, right? So we'll go ahead and do 6 of these on each. So 6 there. And then we'll do 6 here as well. Not handle all of them, at which point we just throw them in there. And these should already have power, right? So every one of these two have the max upgrades. So these are the add-on range 12. So that makes it so it can do a 25 by 25. Then it has a speed, a processing, and efficiency, just so they're at their kind of max peak kind of killing speed here. So that works out as well. So the next thing we want to do, I guess, is set up the buffer. That will be this backpack. So let's actually go ahead and grab you. And then I guess over here we'll have ourselves the... Where are my cables? Where are they at? I want my... I had a whole bunch of them, I thought. Where they at? Where are you at? I had a whole bunch of these. Universals? Do I have no more? Where are they? Oh, they're right there, right in front of my face. Let's go ahead and grab them. It's going to be what we use to actually pull, I guess, all the items and the liquid that we'll be producing out of these, which we're going to turn into experience. So these here actually produce a liquid called essence, and that essence is actually used for the mod to do enchanting. But we're just going to pull it into the backpack and turn it straight into experience, and then pull that into one of those, I forget what they're called there, whatever those experience type obelisk things are in this pack that I'm used to being called experience obelisk. But anyway, no, it's a crystal. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. Could put that there. The buffer will just sit, I guess, dead center. So in this, I actually have a tank upgrade. These stack upgrades don't even matter, I guess. And then I have void upgrade. So I'm going to void off almost everything that the mobs actually drop because we don't need them. So the experience and the items will come in here, which is exactly what we want here. I want to go ahead and probably speed these up as well. So let's actually grab our speed upgrades. And we'll just go ahead and right click these on here, I think. You have to hold shift, don't you? You hold shift and just right click them in, just like this. Then we don't have to worry about entering all the interfaces here and interacting with every one of them individually. And that should already have one. So that's good there. I guess from there we'll start doing our filtering. So up here we will have, actually let's leave that on none. There you go, because otherwise I always mess something up. So anyway, we'll have our obelisk here. It's not obelisk, it's a crystal system. This thing will just get the experience automatically. This will actually convert it for us, so we don't have to worry about that. And I guess all we have to do to start pulling that in there, because I have a little bit of a buffer it looks like, is just do that. That's just going to get filled up, no problem. Then over here, we'll have this here, the armory cabinets. Haven't decided about these either. I could do a bunch of these or just one. I may just do one. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do one. What this will do is store up to 4,096 pieces of armor or weapons, right? So this will be like our buffer for the weapons, so I don't have to do any filtering for the backpack. In fact, I should probably turn this on for a couple seconds here, maybe like a minute. And the mobs will actually start spawning and being killed very quick. The main point of that is so I can actually set the void for this. So in here, the void settings. I'm going to void off that. We don't need it. Nebulous Heart, don't need you. That, we don't need that. I already did that one. Just make sure we have everything kind of filtered here. I think I counted there was going to be 9 drops, so hopefully I was right. If not, I'll need another one of these upgrades here. So that's good. And then there's this thing. And I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, these things, the fragments, right? Yeah, I think we got everything. So I could actually just go ahead and just toss away all the rest, I think. So do that. Throw away that. Holy moly, you get those pearl fragments quick. That's crazy. Yeah, I have no use for them, though, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw them all away. You can see how many drops we're already getting, and we don't even have max spawns right now. So they're just spawning in and dying almost instantly, and that's all happening down here as well. Give you an idea how fast this is, too. Come out here before we kind of progress. Like, look at that. They're just coming in, they're dying, coming in, dying, coming in, dying. And it's just happening across the entire platform on both levels. So it's very, very quick, very, very fast, and very, very good. I need to deal with this guy too, but anyway, get out of my face. Went ahead and changed this ever so slightly. I went ahead and just put the experience crystal on the bottom. You notice in here, there's a whole bunch of armors already in there, so that's cool. I already have 83 levels too, so they're actually flying up really fast. The mob farm's off right now too. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab ourselves this here. We need to kind of filter these stuff a little bit. Not filter, but process, basically. We're going to be pulling the, I guess, everything that can be salvaged now out of the armory cabinet and then put into a salvaging, I guess, table like that. At which point we probably want to go ahead and break this connection here because it does not need to be there. So like that. And at which point we just go ahead, I guess, pipe everything that's after it's salvaged right into here as well. So let's go ahead and break that one. And then just do this right here. There you go. Probably go ahead and speed those two up too. So just do that and this right here. And those items should start going in here. You can see in that short little 2 minutes that we had the mob farm turned on, this is already what we got. And that's going to be just how simple our mob farm is. That's all it is. That's really how simple it is, which is crazy. how simple it is. I'll go ahead and AFK on that block up there here in a second. Go ahead and break that, probably turn it on, hit up here, and I'm probably going to let myself just AFK here about 30 minutes, and we'll see how much it actually produces. So up here, we'll get the max spawns. You see here, the thing just goes nonstop. It's actually quite crazy how fast it's going, and you have to remember that's happening on 2 levels at the same time, right? So we're actually getting tons and tons and tons. It's going to just go nonstop crazy. Like, look at that, man. And that's why you want so many of these mob crushers. I guess the last thing I should have done here before anything is go ahead and grab ourselves some, maybe the indecents, right? This stuff right here. Go ahead and grab you. And I should make myself some slabs here as well. That's not what it was for these blocks. It was this, right? Go ahead and grab some of them. Go ahead and do that. Then I can just go ahead and make some actual just endstone bricks. Then we'll turn those into slabs. And I should probably cover those machines, right? Just so mobs can't spawn on those as well. I don't know why I didn't do that already. Although they'll just wander off and die anyway. I guess it doesn't matter too much. But just for, I guess, you know, completion's sake, just go ahead and cover this all up. And I should actually hit all that as well. So yeah, this is a mob farm. Like I said, super simple, but very, very powerful. I love this little setup here because it is so insanely powerful for what it is, right? There's nothing to this. I already have 84 Godforged Pearls, which is an insane amount. Seriously, about 500 of those, and I probably never need another one for the pack. So just going to let this run for 30 minutes, I guess, starting now. So after 30 minutes, this is what we got here. We got ourselves over 2,000 Godforged Pearls, almost 5,000 Arcane Sands, and tons of these crystal shards. Like there's about 6k there. Then I believe there's almost another 39k in this backpack. So more than we'll ever need for sure. And in here, the experience crystal, 474 levels. So straight up just insane kind of production from this mob farm here. It's currently off, of course, because, well, we have to be here and there's no reason to kind of leave it going. So gonna go ahead and head out of this area for now. Honestly, don't know if we need to come back. Also, why did I come here? I have no idea. Let's go to the base. There you go. And head into there. So what I'm thinking about doing now is working towards getting us some of this here. We need gem dust, right? And the way you get that, I guess one way, I actually found the initial stuff for the salvaging table in a chest, right? But I didn't find very much. I think I have one more, and then I don't even have enough to make another salvaging table right now. We also need to make this reforging table. So this one here. Then you get up to the higher one, then you can actually start doing your mythic enchants. But you also need gem dust to actually do the enchants, right? So to get this stuff, there's one way. You can actually take gems, you drop them in the world, and then you drop an anvil on them, you get some dust, right? So that's one way. The other way is running the gems through a salvaging table, and then you get some dust, right? So that's the, I guess, the secondary way. So we need to do this one manually, so you can't actually automate this one until later. There's a way of doing it later in the pack, I believe, with a goblin. But until you get the goblin, you can't do that, and you have to actually do it with gems, right? So I need to go ahead and have a way to farm the gems. Now, unfortunately, the only way to get the gems to drop, it has to be a actual player kill. No fake players, no fake players work at all whatsoever. And the only way to get the gem to be able to get the mob that you need for later in the pack, I believe, is from this gem here. Well, it doesn't have to be the perfect one, but it has to be one of the gems of the Twilight Forest. And these only drop in the Twilight Forest. So we need to head to the Twilight Forest, set up some kind of manual killing farm, and hopefully get one of these gems. It doesn't have to be this high tier one. It could be this lower one. But you see there, 0.5% chance to summon a treasure goblin, and then we'd have a way to automate the gems later on in the pack, right? So this is kind of my goal for now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab us some rotten eggs, and then we're going to do a really ramped up version of this farm, where it's going to be same setup, except for there's a trick to make this work super, super fast. This actual, it's this dreadful dirt here. We'll use that and set up a manual kill farm, I guess, in the Twilight. And we'll use that to try to farm up a good amount of gems. Because right now I don't really have much gems. This is all I have. And there's a lot I want to keep here until later on. Because some of them are actually pretty good. So yeah, anyway. So that's what we're going to do. So let me go ahead and get a rotten egg. And then we'll head to the Twilight Forest. So I think I have just about everything we need set up in this box here. So we'll go ahead and get that done here in a second. But before we do, I want to go ahead and make one more machine. A enchantment extractor. So let's go ahead and grab this puppy. We'll have to give this power. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pop you here. I want to use this to actually get us a bunch of books. I want to pull enchants off these weapons and then throw them on the Vitality Blade because, well, it's a high damage weapon. That's going to make it so we could actually go ahead and, I guess, and one-shot enemies very easily and get the benefits of the things like looting and stuff as well, right? I don't need breaking right now. I don't need fire aspect. I don't need bane. I don't need mending, but we get that one all pulled off. So this machine here, the extractor, is probably one of the best ways to actually just pull enchants off things. Definitely want that sweeping. That Vorpal is actually really good too. This one here is actually really powerful. So sometimes it does massive damage. And I think it gives you heads as well. So not too bad. I don't really need knockback. So let's get rid of that one. There's something I wanted on this one too. Oh, the capturing. Capturing will make it sometimes when you kill mobs. You actually get their spawn eggs. And with that, you could actually change Apotheosis spawners as well. So it's just a nice one to have there, I guess, for enchants as well. So there's our capturing, breaking, and we might as well throw the sharpness on there too. So probably these 5 books probably be everything we need in life, right? So let's go grab some experience, get this kind of enchanted up, right? Oh, I went to the wrong side. I went the long way around. But let's go ahead and grab some experience here. We got a lot of levels now too, so I'm not too concerned about our levels. We'll grab like 170, and I think my anvil is down this way. So let's go ahead and do that and just start popping this in here, right? So capturing, sounds good. Sweeping edge. There's our, what is that one there? That one's the Vorpal. Pop that on there. We got our looting, and then we got our sharpness 5. So just like that, we got ourselves a much upgraded weapon, which is really cool. And that's the, I guess, the sole purpose of this machine here is just to be able to move your books around really easy. It's just a really, really good little machine there. But anyway, that is good. And now we are ready to head to the Twilight. So I think we can actually use any flower to kind of build the portal to the Twilight. So let's go ahead and try this here. I think these will work anyway, botanical flowers. We'll find out real quick. And then we need our chalice as well, because I think that's in here. Go ahead and grab you. Then I think we need a diamond to throw in to actually open up the kind of portal here. So anyway, let's grab all that. Make sure we have this puppy. So let's grab you. Head out this way. Find a spot to like set up the portal. Only have to use the portal once, then I guess we'll just use like a waystone to come back anyway. So we just kind of get rid of it after it's set up here. Let's just do it out here. So anyway, let's do a 3x3. I don't think it has to be a 3x3. I think it actually could be done in a 2x2. So anyway, I'm going to do a 3x3. So let's do that and see if these flowers work as well. Because if not, I need to go ahead and grab some vanilla flowers because I really don't have many right now. Anyway, that works there. And it should just be this, right? There you go. That's how you open up the portal there. With that, apparently we got shocked. I didn't even see what debuff we had there. We could jump straight into Twilight. And we just need to find ourselves a good little area to actually set up a... Oh, I forgot they have the flight disabled in this area too. I'm not sure how I feel about this whole flight disabled thing. Because they actually disabled the Lytros as well. And I don't know how I feel about that, like I said. I don't know. I may actually go into the config and change it so we at least have a Lytros. I feel like a Lytros makes sense. I don't understand why they disabled the Lytros and flight as well. I may actually just build the mob farm in here too. These mounds, they usually have a bunch of ores in them. But this is like a perfect spot here. Actually spawned in a pretty good place. I'm going to dig out a little tunnel here. Then we'll go ahead and set up our little mob farm. And then, yeah, just go ahead and do some killing here, I guess, manually. Spend some time, I guess, just slaughtering mobs en masse. So the way to get the dreadful dirt to work really, really well is to actually have a redstone signal just on a clock ticking into it. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just laying down a bunch of redstone really quickly. Then we'll set up a clock here, I guess a timer from our tools to be able to, I guess, tick it on and off. Should we put one right here? It should probably work just fine. So there's like a void area down below here too with probably some spawners and stuff, but threw down a torch so nothing should be able to spawn. I'm not that close to the spawners either, so we should be okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and rotate this thing like thus. There you go. And hopefully that's ticking the entire area here. Probably speed that up a little too. So go to probably like 10. There you go. So I'll tick quite fast here. I don't know, maybe a little faster, I guess. We could make it go kind of max, right? So 2 would probably be too fast, probably about 5. There you go. That'll be pretty insane right there. We'll see how well that works. Then basically I just need to cover up that with dirt and then fill up the area here and then use the eggs and we are pretty much good to go. So yeah, this should work pretty insanely. Should give us a ton of spawns here. Then we'll be able to just hopefully kill them pretty quickly and get ourselves some gems here pretty quickly as well. Hopefully we get the gem I want actually pretty quickly, I guess is the main thing. Because then I won't have to worry about that Twilight gem. I can just do this anywhere. I can do it just back to the base or something, right? Anyway, this is good there. Then we want to go ahead and grab some tinted glass, I guess, just in the front of it. I think right here, which will work just fine. Have to go probably down a block and then kind of hit them in the feet, I guess, when we're done here. Then on top of that, I guess we'll need some vector plates. So I think I have some of those in here, right? So let's grab some vectors. Actually, before we do the vectors, we already have it lit up. I always forget to do this too. Always put down the vectors and go, hey, I got to use eggs, man. Let's go grab our 2 eggs here. These will do a 5x5 area. I think I have a 10 area here, right? So that should do 1. And this should do the entire area here. So that handled that. Then I guess all we need is our vector plates, right? So let's actually go back and finally grab our vector plates now and get this place finished, man. So yeah, this should work very well, actually. So we'll kind of see how it works here. But with the sweeping edge and our sword, we should be able to one-shot all these guys. No problem at all whatsoever. Although I'm going to be a little scared, kind of, I guess, turning the lights off in this place. Because, yeah, we don't really have, we're going to be attacked, I think, right away, actually. Because there are going to be a lot of mob spawns. So how am I going to get out of here without dying? I guess it's not so much dying, just getting beat up. They're going to beat me in the face, I think, a lot. Let's go ahead and do that there. And I guess try to just wing it. So I do this, this, that, and this here. And didn't get it. Actually, I thought it would already spawn. Wait, does this dirt not work in this dimension? You're kidding me, right? Actually, no, wait. This doesn't affect it, does it? Our mega torch? Where did I put the mega torch at? It's up here. I don't think this affects this dirt because I'm doing it in the other dimension, no problem. Does this dirt really not work in this dimension? Are you serious? That sucks. I did this for nothing. What? Why you no work in this dimension? I guess I could take this dirt and move it, but that sucks. It doesn't work here. I guess we'd have to use a spawner or something. I was really thinking this would work. Wow. Okay, did not expect that one at all. Man. That kind of makes me angry. A little bit. Anyway, does this touch work? Yes, it does. That is so sucky. So let's try this again, but this time in the overworld, it should work because, well, our other farm's working, right? So the one down there is working. So I see no reason why this one won't. So anyway, we'll try it out here either way. Threw down a feral flare. Seemed like a better way to turn off the lights, I guess, on and off in this thing. If I break that, they should start spawning insanely fast. Look at that. They're just kind of coming super quickly here. They're just dying of cramming. Yeah, that's insane. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I like that. Oh, I don't like these guys, though. What are you? Yeah, you go away. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab inhibitor, because we'll definitely need that here. Let's go ahead and grab one of those real quick. There you go. Make sure they can't teleport. So I'll handle you very quickly. And then I need to clean up my inventory here. And then kind of deal with this, right? I didn't really think about how I'm going to turn this off. Oh my goodness, that's a racket. I'm going to have to totally mute that. So anyway, go ahead and hunt down our backpack and kind of get this going here. Gonna have to do some voiding us stuff off as well, because that's gonna be a giant issue. Oh, this place is a mess already. This fireworks, this dirt's insane when you accelerate it. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Okay, let's grab our backpack. There you go, and maybe dig down, kind of get this sorted out. Look at that. I don't even know how I'm gonna deal with all this junk. We'll figure it out either way. So I think I have this thing working pretty well now. So you see here the spawn rate is still utterly, completely borked. So that was kind of the idea. I really just wanted to be able to slaughter mobs really fast. Make sure we get our gems pretty quickly. So in here you can see it's not as filled up as it was. We're getting a lot of gems. Some of them we already have like 5 of. So we're actually getting them at a very good rate. They're coming in pretty quickly. And I probably have some more. My inventory's full of them too, right? So the way I'm filtering this as well is up here. I have another trash can. Then I have this one here, Enchanted Magic Scroll. I just removed the MPT data, and that way it was able to just pull all those scrolls, right? So they were actually just straight up filling up everything. Then everything else is going into the armory cabinet, so anything that has durability. And that one's going into a trash can as well. So that kind of deals with that. And the mob kills are just flying up here now. Every once in a while I take damage. I don't even know what's hitting me. I had to go in there too and change all the walls, because those Savannah Enderman dudes were picking up my entire walls, like all of them, and just walking away with them all. They're just being total jerks. But anyway, definitely something I had to deal with there. And it's working well either way. It needs a little flushing out, mind you. But for the most part, we're getting the gems super quickly, which was kind of the goal. So I'm going ahead and salvage down the first kind of batch of gems here. I'm going to do a second batch here. Now that I can actually afford a salvaging table, so let's actually go ahead and grab that right there. With that, we should be able to salvage down our own gems without having to go to the other dimension, which is nice. So basically all you have to do is go ahead and pop them in here, just like everything else. Just hit the little hammer there, and then you're done, right? So there you go. If you automatically pipe them in, it just does it automatically. But if you're looking at the table, like in the GUI, you have to push the button. I think otherwise it just does it automatically when you pipe them in, once it gets filled, right, is the way it works there. Anyway, we got ourselves a good amount of dust here, a little over 2 stacks. Enough to kind of get us started, right? So the first thing we'll need here, I guess, is a simple reforging table. So I have to go ahead and grab one of these. Let's go ahead and do that. Grab ourselves the simple. This one only let you do the actual, I guess, the rerolling of fixes and enchanting of the actual equipment up to rare. We want to go to the high level, right? The mythic. So we should go ahead and grab that. We have that around here somewhere. Where's my barrel of all the stuff and things in it? Let's go ahead and grab some of that there. Go ahead and see if we can actually make this thing now. Because we just need some nether bricks. So go ahead and grab 3 of those. And then hopefully grab the reforging table, right? So that is good. Now we want to probably be set up around our experience. So let's head over here. Go ahead and pop that down right here for right now. We'll end up having this in a different spot, but for right now that's good. Go ahead and grab, I guess, all the levels, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And then go ahead and throw down the actual reforging table as well. And I guess we'll need all our materials as well, so I should probably go ahead and grab that. There you go. And see what we can do. Right? So anyway, main thing I really want to start enchanting is our armor. Start getting some good enchants on them right away. So let's grab a little bit of this stuff. I think we mostly only need the God Forge, but we'll grab everything. Put some dust in there, put some God Forge, and start pulling our armor and see what we get on this stuff, right? None of these are enchanted yet, so I guess that's the thing. Let's go ahead and check this out. So it takes up to 150 levels. That is like the max enchant, right? So you can see there, you'll get these different stats there. Magic damage taken is reduced. When attacked, inflict blind, which is not too bad. Armor toughness and armor is always a good one. Magic stats I don't really care about. So I'm going to be going through these and try to min-max and pick the ones I really want. Armor toughness is always a good one, so that's actually a good one to look at there. Magic damage taken is always a good one as well, especially with mods like the Cataclysm mod, where they do a lot of magic damage, and some other ones here. We have a lot of spell, I guess, mobs in this pack, so always a good one to look at. Anyway, kind of figure this out here. I guess I didn't need these other resources at all. This would be more for combining up the gems. So these ones here will be for leveling up the gems when we get a whole bunch of good gems here. So I've used up all of our dust. It's actually all gone already. So I guess that's the thing. We're up to 27 armor, so not horrible there. 30 armor toughness, so we did pretty good in that regards. And then we got some other good stats, like 173% crit damage. Also, this armor has a Elytra Flight on it, so that's pretty cool. So we have a Elytra Flight on that as well. Fall flying, I don't know what that means, but we have one in that. Gravity, one of them had a negative gravity. Not sure exactly what that means. It says acceleration towards the ground and blocks squared, I guess. Not sure what that means. Probably fall faster, I guess. It doesn't matter. We don't take any fall damage, I guess. Has some lifesteal. We just got a little bit of everything here. It's not too bad. We're up to 170 hearts. And we have protection pierce and 120% speed. On the actual, I guess, armors themselves, we have magic damage taken is reduced by 13. When attacked, inflict blindness, so we blind enemies. That had lock on it as well, and some life, and some armor toughness. This one here had the Elytra Flight. And on top of that, I guess I had nothing else really too much, I guess. I really just went for the Elytra Flight on that one. Oh, it gives me resistance too when I get attacked, which is massive actually. And reduced physical damage taken. This one here had fire damage taken is reduced, which doesn't matter. But it has when attacking insta health. Then more armor toughness, more luck, more speed. There's all that good stuff there. The cooldown reduction means nothing because I don't really use magic. This one here, I guess, when attacked, gain speed. Fall damage doesn't matter because we don't take it. More armor, though. More armor toughness and knockback resistance, which is always nice. And then we have a whole bunch of sockets that we can fill out, too. Then on these ones here, we have some weird ones. So this tool can place a torch. So both of these actually can place torches now. And they don't take durability damage, so we just kind of do it instantly. So whenever I want to place a torch, I just right-click, which is kind of funny. And when I break things with this one, I get a speed buff. So that's cool. Then it has block reach, experience gained, more luck, mining speed, which is nice. This thing again has the torch. This one, when I break a block, it gains haste, which is nice because it's on the silk touch one. It's in 3 block reach. More experience gained, more luck, and mining speed as well. Then finally, I guess our sword here. This one was pretty good actually. On hit, inflict weakness. Slain enemies have 3% chance to loot pinata. Your attacks deal 4 damage to nearby enemies. And then I guess on top of that, 26% lifesteal, some protection pierce, and some crit damage. So that's a pretty good one there. The axe was actually really nice. This axe is super nice. On hit, inflict bleeding. Attacks have 45% chance to also hit up to 5 enemies, so almost like a double sweeping edge. And enemies below 9% max health will be executed. So really good in that regards too. Only 2 sockets, but 40% armor shred, which is giant. And then the current HP damage, that's a giant one too. It makes it so you can like totally just wreck like pig glitches and things like that. The things that have like 5,000 hit points, right? Just totally just mess them up, no problem at all whatsoever. So yeah, that's some really good enchants here. We did really well. Although we have no more dust, we used it all. So pretty much everything we did today was used to just get this stuff up to these stats here. In time, I'll be able to, I guess, roll them more. In fact, if I want to re-roll, say, this axe, I do have like enough dust to kind of do one of the lower rolls there. So like the first level roll takes 5 dust, the next one is 10, and then the top level one is 15, right? So it gets used up really quickly if you're actually doing the top ones, right? So anyway, that is that. That's going to be pretty much it for today. We'll come back in the next video and figure out what we're going to do next. But as always, guys, like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.